what's up? Welcome to Souf Palm Show. I'm Velarde.
And I'm Marissa.
Welcome. Thanks for coming back, y'all. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this. You know, we always start with entertainment. So, let's talk about these new movies coming out that's bringing our childhood back, yo.
I know. Which one do you love right now?
Actually, they're both fighting with each other because I used to watch both of them like almost every day. Mm-hmm. And it was Aladdin and Lion King.
I'm with it. Yeah, no, for real.
Yes.
Honestly, yeah.
Yes.
Aladdin was that movie for me.
Mm-hmm.
Lion King, it was that movie too, but Aladdin was also that movie.
Yeah.
Like Lion King was like literally the circle of life, but Aladdin showed you how to manifest the life that you want.
Yeah, that rags to riches story.
Exactly.
And how to get the love you want.
Yeah, they're both really good.
Yes.
So let's talk about how they're recreating that and how they're bringing us back into that moment that we had as children, right?
I like it how they're doing it now because, you know, technology has changed and graphics has changed so much. It's going to be really, really dope.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Will Smith playing the genie.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie because... honestly, I feel like he has the mental stability to play that character.
Yeah.
And when I think about actors and I think about filmmaking, I'm thinking about who would we like to see playing that character nowadays. Yeah. And if you think about it, when it comes to our people, Will Smith would probably be the best choice.
He would. He's like the black Robin Williams. Like our Robin Williams. He's like the black one.
For sure. Yeah, that's for sure.
I've seen the little snippets and it looks like it's pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm excited. And shout out to Will Smith's Instagram because ever since he got on Instagram, this man is like, what is Instagram, right?
He's uncontrollable right now.
Yeah,
it's like your dad on Instagram.
The Smiths, you guys got it, okay?
For real, you
got it.
Yes.
Now, Lion King, I saw like a little teaser of it. Mm-hmm. But I want to see more action.
Me too. Like that is more like in hush mode versus Aladdin. Like, and I'm just like, what the heck are y'all about to do?
Yeah.
Like, is it gonna be almost like graphics mixed with real life, like how they're doing Aladdin? Like, what's really finna pop off?
I'm ready. I'm really ready. Shout out to Beyonce for being on the soundtrack. It's really, really nice to see our culture bringing these things to life because, you know, we're the creators anyway. So it's so awesome to see us taking charge and getting into these roles that really matter, right?
That's the definition of melanin is creativity, baby.
For sure.
So we shining like gold.
Facts.
Exactly. Yes, I'm excited about that.
I did want to touch on a little bit since we were already talking about Will Smith.
Yes.
Let's talk about the fact that they're bringing Bad Boys back.
Oh my God.
That is amazing, right? That's so dope. Martin and Will, bruh.
Yes.
We're excited.
I can't wait. That franchise is dope, and it was like it was short lived. Like we was like edging for more.
Yeah, but it's timing is everything.
It is.
Timing is everything. So I feel like we love those movies, but now it's the time for our cultures to watch it again and really see the message that they were trying to give. Yeah. So I'm excited to see it. Yes. We're excited about all the entertainment that our people are doing, and everybody's doing it as a whole, as a culture, basically, as a creative unit.
Yeah. The 90s vibe, man. It's like 90s vibe.
That's where it was at.
Yeah, it's coming back so strong, and I'm here for it. Like, really.
I think we all here for it. Come on, guys. Let's rise up. Let's get it.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yeah, man.
All right, so we're going to go to the next segment, but before we do, we're going to take a quick break.
Right fast.
So breathe and believe. We'll be right back. All right. So welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
We were just talking about culture and how we're bringing back that feeling, that good vibes.
Yes.
And while we're talking about that, we're going to talk about one of, every fangirl's favorite group,
the
right?
way you looked at me right now was priceless.
We're going to talk about B2K.
Yes, B2K.
Now, we're really excited that the guys have finally gotten together to go on tour, right?
Shout out to the Millennium Tour.
Shout out to that. Mario, Yin Yang Twins, Chingy. Who was on there? Pretty Ricky. Just some really dope vibes from back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That new millennium vibe.
Facts.
I don't know where exactly, you know, we want to start with this one. But, you know, we love, you know, B2K.
Yes.
But we have to touch on, you know, Raz B keeps dropping in and out of the tour because of his past.
Yeah.
And he's stating that, you know, Chris Stokes is around and he's not comfortable with this, you know. And
it was in his contract that he would not do the tour if Chris Stokes was around.
Facts. So, me personally, I love the boys, all of the guys. And I think that meeting Raz B and being one-on-one with the guy, I know for sure that maybe this may be something that, okay, so-and-so sees the money out of this tour, right? So now they're around and they're hoovering around, you know, and that can cause uncomfortability. You know, this guy is not comfortable. And you guys have to realize he fought for this tour to come together.
Exactly.
I love all the guys. But when you think about it, Raz B has been fighting for this reunion tour since the damn group broke up.
Getting ready.
Okay, so for the fact that he's been the one working the hardest for the tour, but we're giving him this shit, this bullshit, this nonsense, putting things in his life that is uncomfortable, I just think it's just not right. It's not right. We got to give this guy his respect. And we have to let him see his visions through. All of this attack, all of this stuff that's going on behind the scenes, y'all got to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, straight up.
They're just making a mockery of his pain, basically. You can literally look into his eyes and see that he's really living in pain. Like,
it's not funny,
man.
It's
sad.
It's not funny, man. You guys have to understand that people are human, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this ain't even about B2K, but we even got we got Jim Carrey there saying going crazy about stuff. Like, listen, creative people go through things just like regular people, right? And when they feel the need to vent and purge, let them do it. It's like we criticize things that are human. Yeah. We criticize things that are like, oh, wait a minute, the media, you know. Listen, like, people are human, and this guy is trying to let you know something. He's crying out.
Yep.
You know, he's asking for help. Man. But we're up here criticizing him. We're up here crucifying the dude. We're not even, like, supporting what he's trying to tell us, and that's the problem.
People can't separate the real from fake. You know, they look about these actors and these entertainment people as, you know, oh, you're not allowed to feel anything but to entertain me, but to motivate me and stuff like that. But in all reality, there's a lot of people in this world that are searching for that fame, that are searching to be on top, wanting to be in that position. But in real life, can you be able to perform and do what you need to do under all that pressure, under all that pain? No. Because if you could, you would be in their position, because everybody comes from pain.
Facts.
The foundation of a lot of people is from pain, because a lot of times we reincarnate so we can learn the lessons and so we can master our higher self and don't have to come down anymore after we ascend. So a lot of these things that people are showing you, it's just because they're in the limelight. If they wasn't in the limelight, you wouldn't even hear anything.
I mean, like, someone, just like what you said, someone like these guys, someone like Raz B, behind the scenes is going through the same thing.
Exactly.
So you have to look at these things as examples, right? So he is the limelight example of other things going on in this world. So if we're going to crucify him and tell him that he needs to be around the person that gave him the most pain in his life, and he needs to suck it up and just go on tour. That's not right, bro. That's not right at all. Like, this dude is human, and I'm feeling emotion right now. My eyes are watering because I'm like, I can imagine if that was me and somebody telling me, like, look, suck it up. Yeah. You know, just still go on tour. This is what you wanted all your life.
He's been sucking it up.
I don't care. This is what I wanted all my life. You bringing someone who has hurt me. You bringing someone who has... Basically, I had to go soul
reminding
search.
me of my fucking pain. I'm
the
trying
reason
to
why
heal
I had to
from
find
this.
myself.
Exactly.
You bringing this person back into the picture. I'm probably not even 100% healed yet, but you know what I mean. So I 100% support Raz B, and the fact that if he don't feel comfortable in an environment that he wasn't comfortable with from the beginning, y'all need to support this. You know what I'm saying?
It's like taunting. It's like you're taunting him and taunting the
That's
past.
wrong.
That's wrong. Like he's nothing but a moneymaker. Like just keep continuing to dance and shit like that.
That's wrong.
Just even like they had a phone call conversation when he asked him, "Why'd you do these things? Why'd you do these things to me? If you like men, why couldn't you have sex with other men?" And he even said, "I'm not like that no more." Mm. Yeah, people could change and stuff like that, but you haven't even come to him and asked for forgiveness and said you're sorry. You're still taunting this man. And this little boy that he was, where he was hurt, is resurfacing again.
Right, so we can't. I'm looking at the comments. I'm looking at the comments. Oh, Raz B, you need to calm down. That was the pet. How about you go through what he went through?
Come on,
and then go on a worldwide global tour.
Oh my God.
With everybody fucking watching you. How about you do that and then tell yourself to calm down?
They can't even work their regular job.
That's what I'm saying. You tell yourself to take yourself out the picture. Like you can't even step in this guy's shoes to be telling him what to do.
And it's sad because in our community, in the black community, there's a lot of things like that going on. There's a lot of molestations and rape and pedophilia going on within our own families. Chris Stoke is this nigga's cousin. That's blood. Somebody that you trust. And a lot of shit happens like that. I'm a victim of that. That shit happening in my own family. And you're told to get over it. You're told to just be like, why don't you just get over it? Why? Because they've been through it and they had to go through the pain and just not say anything. But this is the time where people need to speak up. That's why so many people are being exposed right now. Because this shit needs to fucking stop. Because all we're doing is hurting the generation after generation. We're growing up, unhealed and just wounded and having kids and they're wounded.
Facts. And it's just getting worse and worse because
it is.
We're not healing, just like you said. We're not healing the root of the cause. Mm-hmm. And it's getting worse. It's sad but true, man. It's like, from a black community, the woman in the black community, we know what they've done to our ancestor women.
Exactly.
We've known the rape, the trauma. We've known the ancestry. So it's like now for it to surface that is happening to our black boys. It's time to think. It's time to stop judgment and start figuring out what's going on.
It is.
You know what I mean? It's like we're just watching it. We're thinking it's entertainment. But if you think about being a creative and an entertainer, we get inspired by what?
Exactly. So we get inspired by pain. And that's what leads us.
Yeah. So you guys just do your diligence and do your research and support these people that are trying to voice their light, their purpose, and what they're going through.
Reflect and take a look within. And what would you do?
For sure. We'll be right back.
All right, y'all, we're back. So we're gonna go straight into Lunar Talk, following off this healing that we just got finished talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Chiron. So Lunar Talk, we're gonna talk about the planets and stuff like that. Chiron just went into the sun, and while the sun is in Aries in the spring equinox, hasn't done this in the last 50 years. And there's something special about the Chiron. It's an asteroid. In mythology, it's known as a centaur, and it's called the wounded healer. So it's pretty special because, like, within 50 years, even in your own cycle, is when you turn 50, between 49 and 50 years old, you're coming to actually, like, you go back into your life and you see everything you've been through and see how you healed and where you are today and how it's affected your life. So right now, it's pretty important. Get going. It's pretty important right now as far as how everything is astrologically planned and plans are lined up, how we are really just living through our wounds, how we licked ourselves clean, and how we're going forward into this new life, into these new opportunities that we have now. So I think it's pretty important that we still do pay attention to ourselves and make sure we're real mindful. And it's crazy how the world right now is going through that. as a whole. It's like the whole collective. We're just waking up and we're realizing how we really are wounded as a people and how we really need to forgive even ourselves with what we've been through and the actions that we've taken for being hurt and being wounded and how we hurt other people. You know, it's the time of healing and let go. We've purged, so now it's time for the new and bring that in. And we really need to do the work. And, you know, one day I was riding in the car here recently and I was thinking about how we stimulate ourselves. You know, we're always on our phone. We're always looking at the next thing and seeing how we think people are better than us, how we think entertainment people are just living the life that we want to live. And we're not really paying attention to ourselves and really looking within, you know. So we really need to think about how we're stimulating ourselves, our mind, our spirit, our soul, and why we're not doing the work. Sometimes in that quiet time, people, they sit back and that's who they realize who they are, but they don't want to sit back and realize who they are. So they're stimulated through movies and phone like all day, every day. We got to make time for that quiet time for ourselves so we could really pay attention and be on time, on beat with where we're supposed to go in life, because we're going to miss opportunities if we don't. And then when our Chiron comes in, when we're 50-something years old, we're going to look back and live in regret. I know I don't want to do that. You know, from growing up and looking at adults in my life, I was like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to live in regret. And you notice that adults don't look at themselves. They get so caught up in the rat race of working and, you know, having kids and not really just reflecting. You know, they're deflecting rather than reflecting, you know. And then when people like B2K or other victims say, look, this is me, this is what happened, we sit there and point the finger because we haven't really looked within ourselves. Because deep down inside, we wish we had the courage to go ahead and point out our accusers and point out our pain and point out the reasons why we're damaged and traumatized the way that we are.
That's facts.
Yeah, we gotta look within, because as a whole we need each other. It's gonna be a time where we have to come together as a collective and fight like a real spiritual war. And if a lot of us ain't ready, we gonna fucking die. And then, like I said before, we're gonna repeat this shit over again. We gotta get it right. New age, new millennium, new thoughts, new things, new everything, the new.
That's and every day is a new day.
It is.
So that's the thing I think that we gotten away from.
Yeah.
Every day is a new day to get it right.
It is.
It really is.
Every time you open your eyes, you have the opportunity. You're blessed with the opportunity to reset.
And I'm guilty too, but once you know better, you do better.
Exactly.
And you try to develop habits that allow you to stay in that good alignment of gratitude and being appreciative of what you have now,
exactly,
and people you have now, places you have now, because like you said, we can get away from that as a people.
Yeah. And
then what?
Yep. This association is heavy. It's real heavy, and that's the matrix. It's meant for you to disassociate and not really find who you truly are, because they don't want you to find who you are. You know, a lot of times you have that trauma, you have that pain in your foundation because you chose this. This is your soul contract.
And that's hard to hear.
It is. Because we don't know how to tap in like, damn, I did want this. I did decide that. So obviously your higher self and your soul knew you were ready. You knew you were strong enough. You know, sometimes that sadness you feel is because you want to go back into that higher, so you want to go back into that realm, to that dimension, but you can't because you haven't done the work. So stop being a spoiled brat. You are mighty, you are powerful, but you have to appreciate the realm that you're in now. You know, the 3D realm that you're in now. It's levels to this shit.
It really is. It goes deeper too. Yeah. Like when you feel that and you know that you really just have to start to be aware of what you're doing.
Yeah.
You have to start being consistent and disciplined. Yep. And it gets harder.
It does.
It's growing pains.
It does.
It's like, it's a test of time. And then you have to just keep challenging yourself.
You have to keep challenging yourself. Even if you fall, get back up, like Aaliyah said. R.I.P. Aaliyah. If at first you don't succeed, get yourself up and try again. You have to keep trying. No, but not even try. Do, because you're capable. Just do. Everybody fails. We're human. This is a fucking meat suit. We're supposed to fail.
We just get stuck in that failure, thinking that I don't want to go through that again. That didn't feel good. And then we dwell on the fact that it didn't feel good, and then we attract more of what feel good.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the main issue is we just dwell on, we don't get over things as quick as we know we should.
Because you play the victim. People play
too
the
long.
victim too fucking long.
It's okay to acknowledge that you was a victim in a situation.
Yeah.
And that's not wrong. To say, hey, I was taken advantage of. My emotions, my feelings, everything about me, it was taken advantage of. Once you realize that, it's just like, okay, I'm not going to let that happen again.
Exactly. Your wounds is a portal to power. When your heart breaks, it opens. So you could fix it.
That's a fact.
You could mend things and come back again and become whole. But use your pain as power, especially as creatives. A lot of these creatives use their pain to make beautiful arts of work. But that's what you got to use it for. It's the reason for everything. And I'm happy at a young age. I used to be happy when bad things used to happen to me. I used to be happy when negative thoughts come to me because I knew the enemy was scared of me. It's like, oh, they're trying to make me scared. You're trying to throw me off so I won't pay attention, so I won't grow. And I kept that with me growing up as an adult. Yeah, sometimes I still fucked up and I have my little sad depression moments, but still I get up. You know, if you knew my life, you would see the last 2 years. It's some shit. Some people can't take what I've been through. That's a whole other story, but a lot of people can't take the pain because they want the help. They think they can't do shit alone, but sometimes we have to do things alone. You know,
that's the only way you can realize what you really want to do, what you're supposed to do, because you have to go alone for a minute, because you have to realize, like, okay, well, who am I? What am I here for? What's my purpose? What am I supposed to feel like? Like, fuck everything else everybody said I'm supposed to feel like. What am I supposed to feel
exactly.
like? Let's see.
We're doing good right now. So let's go ahead and, I gotta pull a card right now real quick.
For sure.
For the energies for the week.
Can we take a quick break while you shuffle? Shuffle.
We're about to pull a card for the week, so we could just see where our ancestors and our spirit guides what they think about what we just talked about, as far as being the wounded healer and everything right now, and the energies we have going on. So let's see what pops out for us. As soon as I step, pop. That shit pops.
That always happens.
It does. So this is a jade card, and it matches my hair in the background. So jade is like the color of the heart chakra, and it stands for wellness. The recovery of health and wellness is here. You gotta read the book. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it kind of did that. Okay. This card announces improved health and wellness to focus upon recovery. An increased commitment to healing yields positive results. A multimodal, I don't know if I'm saying right, approach to health, or multimodal approach to health includes especially prayer, faith, optimism, and is indicated and appropriate right now. This is also a sign that your own work to help others is flourishing. God and the guardian angels are working through your intentions to bring healing energy to your loved ones and clients. To your commitment to bring a healing an earth angel is opening up a physical and energetic avenues to your therapeutic practice or acts of service. This is a good time to do research, skill building, and marketing to expand the scope of your healing and work. So it goes right into what we were just talking about. Recovering from your wounds, from your past, and how to heal yourself, because it's not only for your own healing, it's for the collective, it's for others.
That's a fact.
Yes.
That's crazy, man. I truly can say that I just love this show just off of the fact that just going with the flow and letting things happen.
Yes.
We didn't plan today's show. You know what I mean? So it's just all in alignment with what you're supposed to do. And it just touched home for me because of last week. I tapped into that feeling of just forgiving myself for my past, of not completing incomplete projects or getting off balance and being on an emotional roller coaster, all of the things above. And I was like, I'm not going to play the victim. Nope. I'm just going to be not the worrier, but the warrior in this situation. And I'm going to do what it is that I know that I need to do.
Facts.
And it really helped me. And the fact that we talked about this and that all of that happened, it's just a big confirmation. So, yes, I'm with it.
Amen. All right, y'all, we're going to take another break. We're going to go to our next segment.
And we're back.
We're back, babies.
So what we about to talk about now? Doing it yourself.
DIY.
Yeah.
We talked about doing your own healing. Now we're going to talk about being your own cheerleader.
Facts. Shout out to everyone that's their own cheerleader out here.
Yes.
Specifically, one of my peers, honestly, she said that I just got to give a shout out. If you're watching, shout out to you, Danielle.
Yes.
But yeah, being your own cheerleader is important. Motivating yourself.
Yeah.
Saying that you can do it to yourself. Confidence. I feel like that is the essence of becoming who you're supposed to become.
Exactly.
Because if you're relying on validation from someone else, you're not even where you're supposed to be anyway.
No, at all.
Because you're like, let me see if this person like it. Let me see if this person like it. Okay, you're in the wrong thing. Because you're not even supposed to be worried about that. You're supposed to be doing what you're supposed to be doing, giving freely, and not worried about, receiving.
Exactly.
So,
you make other people believe what you're capable of doing.
Facts. So being your own cheerleader is very important with everything that you want to be in life, especially being an entrepreneur.
Facts.
Because being an entrepreneur, you're gonna come across many people that tell you that this ain't something that you should be doing.
Yeah.
The world has revolved on people working for people for so long. What makes you think you can be this entrepreneur? We hear these things
all the time.
Trying to levitate to that person that you are as an entrepreneur. You're gonna encounter a lot of obstacles, a lot of people telling you, for sure, definitely naysayers. And that's when becoming your own cheerleader becomes very important.
Yeah, especially because people don't know the vision. If they don't know the vision, they're not going to accept you or appreciate the vision
at all.
So you got to learn how to move on to the next and do it your fucking self.
Facts. It don't matter what it is that you want to do. I don't care if you want to write a book. I don't care if you think that you want to sail to the moon. You better figure out how you can do it by yourself.
Yep.
That's okay to, attract other people to your team. But just as long as even if those people wasn't there, you can still get it done, you good to go.
Exactly.
And that's important with being your own cheerleader, being your own motivator, your own inspiration, saying I can do it and I have the confidence.
Yes. Sometimes you just gotta wake up in the morning and say that I could do it. I have the confidence.
Facts.
I mean, being Mary Jane is so good with that self manifestation when she just writing those post-its and everything like that. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
To motivate yourself. Cause
fuck who thinks you look crazy. Fuck who thinks that's weird or whatever. Man, do what you have to do
exactly
to get the job done for you. I mean, really, you cannot. I don't know how hard it is to stress that you just really can't rely on other people to make you feel good.
You can't. You got to start, like you said, reaching for validation, You have to make people believe in your own vision, but you're not going to make them believe if you're not doing the work. Get out there and do it.
Facts.
Because once you're manifesting and doing the work and you're creating the vibe, the energy, the frequency, people are going to attract to you, the ones that need to help you, that see the same way. We're like, oh, I need this. Boom.
And those are the same people that are doing the same thing that you're doing at that time. They're trying to generate that same energy. They're trying to go forth in their purpose. So you guys are going to attract that same time, that same era, that same dimension, that same vortex at the same time, because you're all wanting the same things, but maybe on different levels mentally, but at the same time, it makes sense to the pieces of your puzzle.
Yeah. That's how we got together.
Yeah, because it makes sense to the pieces of the puzzles that we both have.
Exactly.
Like, it's like a masterpiece. But it's like one side of the puzzle, certain things go together.
Exactly.
So in this segment of the puzzle, put them all together.
Facts.
Go to the next line. I mean, that's
how
just
you build your team.
Facts.
And then you help each other out. You help each other follow their dreams. But, I wouldn't want nobody on my team that couldn't see where I was going. They'll appreciate me on all levels, Everything we do is not only creative, but it's spiritual as well. Because we know who we are. And we know we have a responsibility to do what we're supposed to do spiritually,
So it's important to be your own cheerleader. Find another person who is their own cheerleader as well. And you guys are going to make the bangingest team.
Cheering on the same
I mean, you guys are like, you cheering on each other individually and together.
Yeah.
Imagine who's going to stop you now. Okay, so just think about that.
Exactly.
Just imagine yourself being 110% with yourself, having that confidence, knowing that you can do it, knowing that you have the winner attitude. You're going to win. Find somebody else that know they're going to win. Bam.
All day. Just continue to educate yourself, motivate yourself, baby. Drink your water so you don't feel tired in these streets.
For real. A clear mind is very, very important too. And it does the job.
Yeah.
So none of this is cliche. It's facts. You see it. All you got to do is breathe and believe and know that it's real. Know that it's already done.
Yep. Plant them seeds so you can reap your harvest. But if you're not planting, you're not watering them, ain't shit finna grow. You ain't finna eat off of nothing but your regrets and your wish it coulda, shoulda, woulda. And who want that?
Nobody wants that. We don't want that for you. And that's why we dropping them jewels on you.
Bombs, baby.
This is another episode of Souf Palm Show. I'm Marissa.